Welcome back, guys. So for this exercise, we are going to set ourselves up with a band that is attached at a higher point and a yoga block if necessary. Now, the band that is attached, generally a light one is ideal. In case, if you want to go a little bit higher, you can just go one band higher, and that is the most I would recommend you to go. Welcome back, guys. So for this exercise, we are going to set ourselves up with a light band that is attached to a higher point and a yoga block if necessary during this drill. So in terms of the band, we want to make sure that it is relatively light rather than heavy on this one. And if you are going to go heavier, I would only recommend band one level higher than this, and that would be the max I would go for this exercise. So pull down the band and place it around your foot. Whichever foot that you have attached it to, that foot needs to go behind and to create a 90-90 angle from the foot to my hip, both 90-90. If you have a stall bar, they're really helpful because then I can actually grab onto the stall bar to keep me upright in position. Very often, because of our weak hips, we will be leaning out to the side and such. So a stall bar would be very helpful for that. If you don't have a stall bar, you can also be using a squat rack where the band would be attached at the top of the squat rack, and then you would be pulling it down and maybe just hold onto the pillars of the rack in order to keep your position upright and maintain the integrity of the form. So now, once we have got our points checked, okay, we are going to start by pressing the back heel down towards the floor. Actively press that leg down, okay, in order to activate my back glute. And then from here, I'm going to let go and let the band pull me into my passive end range. So we are going from active, driving the heel down, and to passive, letting the band pull my foot up. When the band is pulling me up, I'm focusing on driving my knee down in order to get a little bit more of an elevation angle. Okay? In some cases, some people have really good internal rotation range. So for that, what I would recommend is using a yoga block, whether you want to place it down in this form, or long. Place it under your heel, just like this, and start working your active zone from a higher angle. This will help my glute engagement to be a little bit more active because of my end range being so high. If your end range is high, I would advise you to recommend it. But if your end range is short and it's not so high off the floor, then don't use the yoga block, just work this range without it. Give yourself the number of prescribed active holds and then remove the yoga block and work the reps as prescribed in your program. Just like this. Another key point, when you are in this 90-90 position, make sure that the front knee is also placed down to the floor. If, for some cases, for some people, they struggle to have the front knee down to the floor, which in that case, I would advise you to either put ankle weights or just a yoga block against the front knee as well, in order to get more feedback from that leg. And that is how you perform this hip internal rotation drill. Thank you for watching.